Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. You know, this is going to be episode 6. I almost said episode 5 for a second. I'm like, no, episode 6.
I don't even announce which episode it is because I always forget.
Well, whatever the case, I like to make sure I know what I'm doing. But speaking of who I am J. Ron, host of this channel, who I have a co-commentator called
Sensei Mewtwo12345.
And we make up some people from J-Ron's world, and we hope you guys love us, because we love you guys all the way. All the way.
All of the things!
Yeah. Anyways, so last time we left you guys off, we went to the Agate village, and so in Agate village, we have a few things to do. The most important one, talking to Eagan, and then the Relic Stone. Relic Stone is a stone where we can go through the purification process, which our mom, Lillian? Forget her name, Lucy. It doesn't matter. Anyways, she told us about it, and so we can come here to purify Pokemon until a purification chamber is finished. And so she said some sort of ceremony is what happens here. But anyways, aside attractions...
We can just call Lily Okasan.
Okasan? Why Okasan?
Because that's mother in Japanese.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know this. Well, anyways, so the side attractions here in this village are there's a lot of people you can go fight in Pokemon battles, which is good for speaking of which, first Pokemon battle, you can get some shadow meter down for your Pokemon, and since we're going to have the Relic Stone here anyway, if we get the Pokemon down by enough, we'll be able to purify our first Pokemon by the end of the episode, which would be pretty cool. So,
that would be very awesome. It's pretty likely, seeing as we have so many trainers to fight here, where there's like 10 or something
there's
like that.
exactly 9 trainers in this place that we can fight, and just make sure you burn through all of them. And there's a majority of them will be inside the cave that leads to the Relic Stone, because there's a few that you have to train there, and then you actually fight Eagan himself, who has the strongest Pokemon we've fought so far.
You're making Eevee put bugs in his mouth.
Well, it's kind of like my Garchomp. I played a different Pokemon game, and I was fighting the super small Pokemon. I'm like, Garchomp, use Devour. I mean, Crunch. And so, there's just a lot of things I imagine when I'm fighting with Pokemon. Anyways, so this guy is a bit of a pain because he just has Cascoons, Silcoons, Wurmples, so not even very worthy Pokemon
Pretty
for
much the Metapod and Kakuna of this game.
Well, I mean, they are. They literally are. The only
they literally are the Metapod
gender.
and Kakuna of this game.
Yeah, the only difference is the gender for them. So anyways, for a double except
the only difference between Metapod and Kakuna is they have attacks that can actually poison you, so that's kind of a pain if that happens.
Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and... Whoa, dang it, Teddiursa, you just barely went into reverse mode. Anyways, that's the side effect of reverse mode. So go ahead, and when they go in reverse mode, you can either use them for more damage, or you can take it safe and call them and get their heart meter down, since that's what we're trying to do at the moment anyway.
At this point in the game, especially since we're right here in Agate village, and he's so close to opening his heart, that's probably what you should do most of the time.
Yeah. So some tips for the double battles, since some of these take a long time. Try to have both your Pokemon focus on the same Pokemon, and they should be able to take them down without any problem. However, if you're smart about it, you can actually get one of them to kill one, and usually the shadow Pokemon you have, since they do critical hit damage, you could have Teddiursa technically take down one and have Eevee weaken the other one, and then do the vice versa for the other time you do it. And you could effectively take down 3 within 2 turns if you have a good enough setup.
If I'm trying to purify shadow Pokemon, they're much higher level than the Pokemon I'm facing, like say if you're doing Mountain Battle. What I'll do if I have a normal Pokemon and a shadow Pokemon battling together is I may even just repeatedly call the normal Pokemon, have the shadow Pokemon do all the work, so that's more likely to go into reverse mode.
That seems like a kind of smart strategy. That's a good strategy for Pokemon Coliseum, and the difference between Coliseum and...
this game, that strategy is kind of obsolete with the whole purification chamber, but...
Yeah, you can, by the way, come in here behind... here, and you should be able to get a super potion and a Pokeball, and it's just a little bit of a hidden cave, sort of, and there should be a granny who actually wants to Pokemon battle you. Wait, Never mind, hang on.
He wants to trade you.
Yeah, okay.
She's the move tutor of this
I got
game,
ahead of
basically.
myself. Sorry, I was clicking too fast. Yes, she is a move tutor. She only teaches you 3 different moves, however, and each of them can only be taught once. The really good one you want to go with is Thunder Wave. Make sure to use these moves on Pokemon that you're going to use over and over, because that it can only be taught once, like we said. And so the best thing we can do at this point is give, not Eevee actually, sorry, not Eevee, but by the end of this, by the time we're done with Agate Village, we will have Eevee at a decent level. We want to evolve Eevee probably around level 14, 15, something like that, because Spark comes at level 16, I believe, so you just don't want to miss getting that move by leveling up too late.
Yeah, and once we get that, we will definitely teach it Thunder Wave, which is easily one of the most useful moves in this game in terms of catching Shadow Pokemon.
Because Shadow Pokemon, just like normal Pokemon, if you use a sort of side effect on them, you should be able to catch them more easily, and catching easily is a big problem for us because, well, big focus, because that since we're fighting trainers for the only times we catch Pokemon usually, well, you better focus on what you can, I mean, in order to like keep them from hitting you too much. I mean, just be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, and really the best status effect you could possibly give a Pokemon to capture it in any situation, whether you're playing this Pokemon game or any other Pokemon game, is Paralysis, because it won't damage the Pokemon and it never goes away, so...
Dang it, reverse mode! I wanted to kill another Pokemon. At least you waited until after, you know, I attacked, at least.
Like, you could argue that sleep is better because then the Pokemon won't be able to do anything, but then it could wake up, so...
We'll see, some of the best things you can do in this game in terms of, like, giving, status effects is you can either have Jolteon and get Thunder Wave like we're doing, or you can get this Blossom Pokemon, and Blossom has pretty much every single status effect you could hope for, because they can have Poison Powder, they can do Sleep Powder, they can use Stun Spore, and so they can do Paralysis, Sleeping, and Poison all within the same Pokemon. The only problem is not Blossom, sorry, what else was I talking about? Jumpluff.
Yeah, Jumpluff.
Jumpluff is who I was talking about.
Plus, Jumpluff's speed is very high.
Yeah,
so.
for status type Pokemon, you want to have a high speed Pokemon because they can get the job done before the opponent Pokemon gets the chance to move, which is very suited for us because that we have Eevee gonna be Jolteon. Jolteon's one of the fastest Pokemon we have available to us to use as our arsenal. Yeah. And so anyways, once I was talking about the side attractions here. You have, like I said, a bunch of trainers to fight. You have a bunch of items to get, and you have, let's see, what was it? Clones. Clones are a funny thing here in this place, and so you get it at the very end of the cave we're gonna go to in a second. And so the clones do is they have the chance to actually speed up the process at which Pokemon become pure in heart, and so it is very helpful. The only thing is that you want to focus more on using them on Pokemon like later on in the game that are harder to purify. The Pokemon we have right now are too easy, so you know, be smart about it. Anyways, Bella is the person who's related to Eagan, and so she asked if we were Michael, and it matters because as soon as you say yes and she talks to you, you find Eagan right here.
Who looks awfully like Santa Claus, by the way.
By the way, I didn't actually play Coliseum, but was Eagan in the first game?
Yes.
Okay, what was his role?
He was basically the most powerful trainer in the village.
Oh yeah, okay. Which is kind of funny because Sensei pointed out earlier before we started this episode.
Yeah, here's the funny part. When you fight Eagan in this game, he has a level 12 Pikachu. In Pokemon Coliseum, his Pikachu is level 40. What happened?
Yeah. I was talking to Sensei. I'm like, what if he just forced Pikachu to breed and then shot the first one? Oh, okay. So yeah. Anyways, Eagan is the leader of this village, and I don't know why his Pokemon is so weak all of a sudden, but once you talk to him, you can go to where you want to be for the Relic Stone, and so that's when we get to fight a bunch of Pokemon trainers again. And so, what was I saying right before we had the Eagan
The
thing?
Berry Man.
This guy is the berry man, like Sensei said. He just likes to share berries with you. Just come talk to him every now and then. He'll give you berries. Berries.
I think it's like every real-time day he'll give you a berry or something like that.
Yep. Well, there's a berry man usually in like each of the games, really.
Yeah.
And so what they do is each real day you can get a new berry from them because they so-called love to share the joy. And so the berries have different status things they can do for you. So, I mean, they're really quite useful. Speaking of which, let's take a look at them. Berries.
And really, the Berry Man is the only way to get berries in this game. So
Yeah, and because in regular
which
games,
sucks because berries are more useful to put on your Pokemon as hold items than other things. So
yeah, in regular games you can have bushes that grow some berries, and the only problem is about this one. We only have this guy to give us berries. Where the crud am I going? I seem to be getting lost.
I kind of think maybe you're headed down to where that chest is, except I forget how to get there, so...
No, I'm supposed to be going down to the river over there. See if you see what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're going down to the Relic Stone?
Yes.
So, yeah, you go down next to the Pokemon Center, and there should be a way down around there.
Okay. It's just that I was getting kind of confused. Anyways, so this village is actually in the previous game, Coliseum.
Yeah,
Here we go.
You just almost went down.
Here we go. That's why I didn't see it the first time. I knew it was right around that area, but I derped up for a moment, and, you know, derped. Happened. In the words of Kyle, one of my co-comments, whoa, who, you?
Big, giant muscle man hiding down here?
Huh. I wonder what he's doing. Whoa, don't start at me like that. You're looking for a Pokemon battle? I feel frustrated getting lost, so I'm gonna take it out on you. What is with big, burly man and trying to beat up children?
Standing in caves, being all inconspicuous.
Well, I'm talking about, like, you know, Zook. Zook.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he tried to beat up us and our sister simply because our sister bumped into him. It's
And he has
screwed up.
poison types instead of fighting types. There's a surprise.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Actually,
he does have
has
a fighting type. But he has a poison type.
One thing I did forget to mention to you guys earlier is that there are 9 trainers in this area. However, unfortunately, there is no Shadow Pokemon available. The first Shadow Pokemon, well, the next series of Shadow Pokemon we're going to be able to get is in the next area or two. And so for us, we have 2 Shadow Pokemon up.
You should call your Teddiursa.
Oh, that's right. It's in fever mode. I didn't recognize that. So anyways, for us, we have 2 Shadow Pokemon coming up in the next 2 areas. 2 areas from now.
Although I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess it really doesn't matter because his heart's purification is full. So I guess you could take advantage of the critical hit ratio if you wanted to.
Okay. And so the reason that they're special for us is because that we, like we said in the first time, when we first started the game, we have a specific Pokemon team that we set up and discussed for a while, and 2 of those Pokemon are coming up in the next 2 areas. There are several Pokemon in the end of the game that kick so much butt that would be so much better than a couple of the ones we chose. However, they come so late in the game that we wanted to get the good Pokemon that come earlier more. And Teddiursa derping up. Anyways, if you also noticed in this episode, we haven't been talking much for the people. That's only because we're trying to get through this area before the episode length is over.
Yeah, we really want to get Jolteon before this is done, so...
Yeah, well, not only Jolteon, but, you know, I'd like to have Agate Village be 1 episode in general.
Yeah.
And since talking over people takes so much time, I mean, it probably cuts down the episode in half if we don't
and it's
talk.
just kind of like random, you know, people that aren't important. We'll probably just talk more for the important people.
Well, speaking of which, oh, that's not even... Teddiursa can now be purified. We got our first little sample Pokemon, but since we're going to go ahead and be talking to some people, I mean, not talking to people, fighting some people in the cave coming up, we're going to want to switch out Teddiursa with Ladybug or Poochyena? Poochyena?
I'd say Poochyena. Poochyena will be more useful to you in the long run.
Yeah. Well, anyways, like I was saying, switch out your purified Pokemon if you have one with somebody who can be purified even more, because if you're lucky, you'll be able to...
If you're feeling up for it, and I would even make both of the Pokemon in front the Shadow Pokemon. If you're feeling up for it, I would actually only recommend doing that for the most part in Mount Battle. But
yeah. In Mount Battle is a great area. By the way, we'll discuss what Mount Battle is when we get to it. It is the next area we'll be going to in our adventure. However, for us right here, like Sensei said, if you want to purify some Pokemon, put 2 Pokemon up front that are Shadow Pokemon.
And as you can see, Poochyena has also filled his heart about a third of the way already, even though we haven't used him yet, because Pokemon will be purified when you walk. So
yeah, the thing about this game that is so much better than the previous game is not only do we have a better process called the tempo machine or whatever, but we also purify Pokemon slowly as we walk around with them and do stuff, and so it's just such a better game for purification, and so it just makes it easier.
Yeah, Pokemon Coliseum, you will spend literally most of your gameplay hours purifying your Pokemon. So
yeah. And for us, the reason that we're not going to be putting 2 Shadow Pokemon up front instead of, but instead we have Eevee and the Shadow Pokemon, is because since we're not going to be using these guys in our final team anyway, we don't really want to waste the experience, because in this game there's only so much experience you can work with. Because the only experience you can get is from trainers, and frankly, trainers aren't exactly endless. The best thing you can do for experience, though, is Mount Battle.
Yeah, Mount Battle is
endless.
Mount Battle is actually amazing, because you can, once you get all the way up to the top of it, there's a whole lot of trainers who use strong Pokemon, so it's like the Elite Four only pumped up. Plus, it's all double battles, so you can train 2 Pokemon at once.
Yeah, but like I said, we will talk about Mount Battle when we actually get to it in the next episode we do after we finish this Agate Village. For now, we just gotta finish this gauntlet of trainers. So yeah. Anyways, so let's see, what level have we got Eevee to, by the way? I didn't pay much attention.
I think it was like 12.
12, and Eevee should be going to a new level pretty soon. And so if you notice, we have 2 trainers right after that, and after we face the Granny, we should probably be facing Eagan, unless I get my little science wrong. And so we're just gonna try to hopefully burn through these people as fast as possible. Sensei, can you recall how many people we fought before we coming to this into the cave?
Judging from the fact there's only 1 trainer left in the cave and then Eagan, 7.
I don't know, let's see. No.
Unless we missed one in the village.
No, I meant how many did we fight in the village before we came to the,
let me think. There's 4 people in the cave, not counting Eagan, so that would make 4 people in the village?
No, I mean, like, disregarding the numbers we know of how many trainers there are, how many do you remember fighting? Like, forget, like,
my memory is awful.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I remember fighting around 3 trainers.
That's why I'm using numbers to help my bad memory.
I'm pretty sure we fought around 3 trainers. And so if you want to fight those last ones, just go off the numbers you find, and hopefully you'll be able to figure it out. And we might have missed one, but we might have not. But
it really doesn't matter. We got a Pokemon purified, so that's what matters.
Yeah.
And really, most of the Pokemon purification will go on off camera. I'll get to handle that, so...
Yeah, because by the end of the game, we did promise you guys that we would do everything we can to, you know, get Pokemon, all the Pokemon purified, because we want to 100% as
plus
much as possible. Plus, you have to
in order to get Dragonite, so...
Yeah, plus we did promise you guys we would do as much 100% as makes sense. As makes sense being, like, not every single chest, because that's still stupid. And so we'll be doing a lot of the purification off screen. We will show you how Pokemon are purified, the tempo chamber, all that different cool stuff, but we will not have to show you us actually doing every single one of them, because that would get redundant by the end of it.
Let's stop for a second there and go back to Eevee, or next time you attack, and check his PP, because we may want to head to the Pokemon Center before fighting Eagan just to recharge our PP. I mean,
I don't know.
Health-wise, we're doing fine, but we might want to recharge our PP before Eagan, because his Pikachu will take a few hits before it goes down.
Yeah, I don't know, because, like, if you guys don't know, PP stands for power points or something like that, and it's how many times you can use a move before you can't use it anymore, but it recharges every time you go to the Pokemon Center. However, I don't think it's going to be too necessary to recharge just
I guess
for...
we have at least 10 of Bite on Eevee left.
Well, I mean,
It might not be that big a deal.
Eagan only has like one Pokemon. It's just a Pikachu, and so
Yeah, but we're going to have to go through one more trainer, 2 more trainers before fighting him. So
yeah. Well, the thing
we might
about
run
it,
out of bites unless we decide to use Tackle a little more often on these 2 trainers.
the thing about it is that, well, we could do that. Tackle doesn't have an effect like making it flinch. Flinching is awesome. But Tackle is almost exactly the same power.
Yeah, it has a lot of PP and it gets Stab on Eevee, so...
Yeah, well, Stab with 1.5 times 35 is almost exactly the same thing as 60 power base, which is what Bite is. So, I mean, we have...
You could even just have Eevee use assisting attacks like Sand Attack, so...
Yeah.
That would actually be useful on Pikachu so that it wouldn't hit you so often with its Thunderbolt, because that will damage you a lot.
Yeah, the thing about Pikachu that we didn't explain yet is that Pikachu will be the first Pokemon in this game where you actually have to fight a decently powerful move. Because between Ice, Fire, and Thunder, they each have a 95 power base move and a 120 power base move. The 120 power base moves are some of the strongest moves in the game, but the problem is, well, shoot, we are burned.
Now we have to go to the Pokemon Center.
I don't know, I still think we could use just, you know...
I wouldn't take the risk because his Thunderbolt will take a large chunk of Eevee's HP if he chooses it, so...
Well, I was gonna say we could just switch to one of our Shadow Pokemon, and that would work out pretty well for our favor.
Yeah, but the only issue with that is if they go into reverse mode, you waste 2 turns. So it's not entirely recommended to use a 2 Shadow Pokemon at once if you're not in Mountain Battle.
I don't know. I'm just very, very keen on going through this without having to return back. I mean, you guys can take however safe you want.
We can use a full heal if we've got one, or a burn heal or something.
I believe we have a burn heal. We did, collect a couple of items in the beginning. I know we have an antidote that we got from the first chest, so we could check it. Speaking of chest, though, there is one right next to us.
Burn heal?
Burn
heal!
That is really funny. That is... I'm pretty sure they set that up on purpose. Anyways, so I guess we can use the burn heal. We have it right over here. In fact, we even have potions. Let's go ahead and use a normal potion on Eevee. We don't need to use...
Yeah, don't use super potions. That would be a waste.
That would be actually kind of stupid.
They heal 50 HP, and our Pokemon don't even have 50 total HP yet, so...
Yeah. So, now we're all good to go.
And don't switch to Letty, but it'll have a type disadvantage.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's the... This is the old man. Yeah, however, he's talking about the legendary trainer Eagan, but... I don't know why he's so legendary. I mean, because he only has a level 12 Pikachu. I mean, maybe he's just using his weaker Pokemon on us so that we don't have to feel bad. Or we at least have a chance. I don't know.
Yeah, the legendary trainers in Pokemon Coliseum, if you do the side game Mount Battle and the side game Coliseum challenges, they're actually really strong. They'll have legendaries and things like that, so...
Oh, this Abra's going down so bad. Shadow Blitz should be able to maybe take... Oh, Thunder Punch. That's a pretty strong Abra. Oh,
yeah, Abra with a physical move. Not great.
And now he's paralyzed, so Poochyena, not such great shape. However, its Abra is now down because super effective bites. You had no chance, bro.
Now you just have to hope his Horsey attacks Eevee.
Yeah, I mean, if Poochyena goes down, I don't feel too bad. The only thing is, let's see what happens. Oh, there goes Poochyena.
Poochyena's down.
Yeah, he was kind of smart about how he handled it, because like we said earlier, if you focus on...
Switch to Ledyba.
Yeah, Ledyba. If you focus on just one of the Pokemon, you can easily take them down. So I guess he's kind of smart of his trainer.
Yeah,
but,
now I would definitely suggest going to the Pokemon Center and get Poochyena fixed, so...
Well, I mean, we still have 3 Pokemon up for battling.
Yeah, but Teddiursa doesn't need Purification anymore. Ledyba is a bad choice for Eagan, and Poochyena needs it, so...
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be able to get Poochyena up to Purification speed anyway.
It would at least give it a little bit extra, so...
Well, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that if we're not going to be able to make Poochyena to that point to where we can purify him, then it doesn't make too much difference what we do, because we'll just be able to do it off screen anyway. And well, whatever
I
the case.
guess, but we would have to at least get to the point where we can start Mount Battle. So
Yeah. Well, is your concern that we're not going to be able to beat him with just 3 Pokemon, or what's your concern?
well, the concern is just more of the efficiency of purifying Poochyena.
Well,
That and we are running very low on PP.
well, that is a true point. I still think we can easily take down one little Pikachu. So I'll make you a bet.
It's the same level as your Eevee, or pretty close. So I wouldn't take the risk.
Oh, speaking of Eevee, actually, with this next battle with Pikachu, we should be able to, get Eevee up to level 14, which is when we will evolve Eevee. In fact, we may even just want to evolve Eevee now, because experience will level up Eevee either way, and that'll settle a lot of difference between us and the next. Oh, by the way, he's the person who gave us the clones. The clones will show you as we purchase them. They're only available here in Agate Village. So anyways, whatever the case.
They will purify your Pokemon for you, but they're very expensive, so.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive, so only use them on the Pokemon that matter. But now we get to have our first evolution. It's gonna be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and heck, if you want to make this even easier, now that we're evolving our Eevee to Jolteon, you could have the move tutor teach Jolteon Thunder Wave now, and that would make the Pikachu super easy.
Yeah. Although it should be pretty easy enough, because Jolteon, being Thunder type, is resistant to Pikachu's best move, Thunder Jolt, and since it's not very effective on our Jolteon, we should be able to take it down with no problem.
Yeah, the only concern is now Tackle doesn't get Stab.
Yeah,
so.
I wonder how many PP we have left of, Bite.
We have 4, I know that.
Oh, that's plenty, that's plenty. Along with Shadow Blitz and everything, we should be able to do it. Alright, Eagan, I'll actually talk for him. Let's see. Your Shadow Pokemon should be ready to open its heart after the battles you've waged getting here. Now, I shall be your opponent. And here's my partner, the one Pokemon I caught as my first, and that has stayed with me ever since. So he didn't breed and shoot his other Pikachu. So what the heck happened? Why did it drop 28 levels?
I don't know, but I just realized since you didn't change
I choose you, Pikachu, just by what he said.
I just realized though
well,
since you didn't change around your team, your Ladybug is about to come out by default.
Oh. Oh well, it shouldn't be too bad. Ladybug, I mean, he will be able to get some, Shadow
What
meter
does
off.
Ladybug have for Shadow moves anyway, other than Shadow Blitz and Shadow Shed? Does it have another one?
I'm not sure. Let's see. We have Bite. Let's go ahead and use that on Pikachu. We have Aerial Ace,
That won't do you much good.
which wouldn't be too good. So let's just use. The nice thing about Shadow Blitz is it doesn't have.
What does Shadow
PP.
Shed even do?
I don't know, and I don't particularly care. Like I told you, Pikachu
and
totally going
Ladybug
down.
is going down.
I don't know. Oh, critical hit. I don't know if it would have. Oh, it's super effective. Yeah, Ladybug had absolutely no chance. Because that was like 4 times effective and a super strong move. So let's send out our Teddiursa, and since we're gonna have Teddiursa be the purified one anyway, let's have Teddiursa take some of the glory. Since it's gonna get some experience now, it can be useful for when we actually, purify it. That makes sense to me. So go ahead and use this Bite on Pikachu. Go ahead, use.
I would
Lick
go
just for
with
good measure.
I would go with your Metal Claw.
Well, I mean, it's going down anyway.
Yeah.
I just wanted to use Lick just to, make fun of Pikachu. Anyways, and that's pretty much the end of that battle. Jolteon level 14. Just a little bit more until we get our first electric type move, which is going to be awesome because it makes it so much better. And Teddiursa theoretically gained a level, so I don't know.
Yeah, we can't really tell until we purify Teddiursa. I mean, chances are it will gain a few levels and maybe even evolve, so.
Yeah. Speaking of the Pikachu, he's talking about it right now. He said right before the battle, our first battle in 5 years. So maybe Pikachu just lost experience as he didn't battle. We don't even know if that happens, so maybe it does. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be like real life if you just
And anyway, you'll notice that is the Relic Stone. It will shine like that when you walk next to it with a Pokemon that can open its heart. So
yeah, it even tells you it. So let's go ahead, select Teddiursa, feel pretty awesome. Our first sequence, awesomeness. That's really all there is to it. It's not much of an epic scene. And so...
it will probably gain a crapload of experience. If we were lucky, it will evolve.
Onslaught begin! Well, first of all, we get the remove return, because now that it's no longer a shadow Pokemon, it also gained refresh. It can now learn all the moves and all the experience it just got while it was a shadow Pokemon, and so return
is actually a really nice move to have in this game too, because friendship doesn't apply in this game, which makes return have the maximum power. So
yeah, it's actually really convenient because that he's also a normal type, and so he gets stabbed for return, and so now that you also notice he got a ribbon, and so the ribbon is just to commemorate him getting something.
It's an exclusive ribbon to this game, so if you see a ribbon on any Pokemon that says, like, overcame all obstacles or whatever it says, you know it used to be from this game.
Yeah, and when I was playing Emerald and all those Game Boy games back when we had those, I actually wanted to try to get every single ribbon possible, which means
Except you couldn't.
Yeah, and so it made me unhappy, so I'm like, come on, please. But in the end, I found out I couldn't. Yeah. So I felt sad.
Because there's one from Coliseum, and I think there's one from this game as well. I think they're different.
Yeah, so anyways, we have Mount Battle shown to us now, and so that's going to be our next location, and that's going to be the end of our episode as we go to Mount Battle. He says it sounds intriguing. It's actually really awesome, but we'll touch base on that in our next episode. And so, with our final Pokemon being, oh, we gave our P-Stardier number. Still ain't saying P-Stardier simply because Sensei.
And even after 5 years, Eagan still does not how to use it right. Does not know how to use it right.
He does not use, I don't know what to say. Anyways, we're going to give Jolteon Thunder Wave, but we're going to go ahead and end this episode now since you guys don't need to see it. And that guy is now just moping to himself. So we'll end this episode and start the entrance to Agate Village, and see you guys next time. Peace out. Been J-Ron.
And Sensei.
See you guys later.